Okay, so we're going to work backwards today. And instead of coming up with the equations, we're actually going to graph given the equation, okay? So to make sure that we are good and remember what we're doing, let's go ahead and find our slopes and our y-intercepts from these problems. So go ahead and hit pause and let's see what you can do. And let's actually add another step in here. Let's actually find our equations while we're at it. So hit pause and I'll catch up with you. Okay, so if I take a look at this one, I know that this one's going to be negative. Here's my B, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, -5. So B is -5. And they're giving me 2 points. If they give me 2 points, I'm actually going to use the points they give me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's down. So -4 and 2. So I think my slope is -4 over 2. But that is not simplified. So if I simplify that, I'm going to come up with -2 over 1. So y equals -2 over 1x minus 5, or y equals -2x minus 5. Either way. Okay, let's go down to this one. So my b is in the middle. So I'm going to call that a positive 0.5. And looking at some exact points, it looks to me like there's a point here. And there's another good point here. So my slope triangle actually has to come all the way down to here. So 1, 2, 3. Again, that's down. So -3 and 2. So I have -3 over 2. So y equals -3/2 x plus 0.5. Okay, now this one, I can't really see where the b is. But if I extend this up and I'm going to estimate, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, maybe 8. I'm going to go ahead and call that an 8 because I don't really know. But I do know that my slope is positive. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going up 4 and right 1. So positive 4 over 1. So y equals 4 over 1x plus 8, or y equals 4x plus 8. Either way. And remember, that is an estimate. Okay, that is an estimate because I don't have an exact. All right, today we're going to work backwards. Okay, so I'm going to give you a slope and a y-intercept, or the equation, and you're going to have to graph. Okay, you're going to have to graph. So I'm going to go ahead and start with marking the y-intercept line, so the y-axis. Okay, because the first thing I'm going to do after I write my equation is plot that point. So y equals -3 over 5x plus 5. So that's that equation from here. Okay, that's that equation. So I am going to start with this point. That's positive 5, and it's going to be on the yellow line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now this -3 over 5. This motion is negative. So I know that I'm going to be going down and I'm going to be going to the right. Okay? Down and to the right. So down 3. 1, 2, let me change colors there. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 5 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can do it again. 1, 2, 3, and do it and go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I can do the opposite. I can go up 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, and see how I have my line. Okay, I've got 4 points there, and I can draw my line in there. So my line is going right through there. Okay. Okay, let's look at the next one. So I've got slope is 9, y-intercept is 4. So this is really 9 over 1. Okay, 9 over 1. So y is going to equal 9 over 1x plus 4, or y equals 9x plus 4. Okay, now let's talk about the slope. This is positive. So that means I'm going to go up and to the right. Okay, up and to the right. So I'm always going to go up or down first after I plot my y-intercept. So I'm going to start by plotting the 4. Well, I know that's up 4. Then it says I have to go up 9 and to the right 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't do that. I'm out of space. So I could kind of figure out 7, 8, 9, and 1. It's going to be someplace over here. But that's not very accurate, okay? Now the opposite of this, if I'm supposed to go up 9 and right 1, would be down 9 and left 1, okay? Down 9 and left 1. So I'm going to go down 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and left 1. So there's my point, okay? Now let's go ahead and draw this line, and let's talk about what we have here. That's pretty good. Okay, so the first thing I want to think about is I know this is positive. So my line has to be going up, and that's important, okay? This one is negative. It needs to be going down. So before I decide whether or not I'm finished, I always want to make sure that my line is going in the right direction, okay? Going in the right direction, because it does matter. There's a big difference between a negative slope and a positive slope. All right, let's see what you can do with these two. So I want you to, I'm giving you the equation. I want you to write your slope and your y-intercept. Okay. Then I want you to go ahead and see if you can graph these guys. Okay, let's see how you did. So my slope is -2 over 1. Remember, that is over 1. And the b is -2. So that means I'm starting here. Okay. Now -2, that means I need to go down and to the right. 1, 2, right 1. Do it again. 1, 2, right 1. And do the opposite. Up 2, left 1. And I can draw my line. All right, now, this one is also going to start at -2. But does anybody remember what that means when I have a negative in front of the x? If you said that's -1, you are correct. So my slope is actually -1 over 1. Okay, -1 over 1. So I'm starting at -2, and I'm going to go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, or up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. And I've got another negative slope that's running through those points. Okay? Okay, there are two special cases. We know that one of them is the undefined, and the other one is the 0, which goes this way. Okay? Now, here's how I need to think about these. So first of all, if I see y equals 4, notice how there's no x. Okay, there's no x. So this is really y equals 0x plus 4. So this is my b. Okay, so y is 4 is here. And I'm going to go ahead and use a different color, and I'm going to mark the x-axis. And I want you to notice that if there is no x, that means I cannot touch the green line. Okay, I have to draw a line that does not touch the green line. So the only line I can draw that does not touch the green line is a 0 slope. Okay, so anytime I see y equals, that is a 0 slope, which makes sense because there would be a 0 there. So if there is not an x, it cannot touch the x. All right. Now that holds true with the next one. Notice how this says x equals. Well, x equals 5 is here. But there is no y in this problem. There's no y. So I cannot touch the green line. Okay? I cannot touch the green line. So my only option is to make a vertical. Okay? So this one is an undefined. So those are our special cases. So if I see y equals, no x's, it's going to be horizontal, a zero slope. If I see x equals, that's going to be a vertical and an undefined. All right, let's see what you can do today on your homework.